welcome back to my channel. My name is Barnetta, and today I have a nice little inspirational video for you about the 10 things that happened to me once I decided to declutter, get organized, and downsize. I wanted to make this video because I know when you are in the thick of it, just beginning your decluttering journey, it can be a little overwhelming and you really don't feel like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but I'm living proof that there is, and you also will have some awesome benefits because of it. I also have a top 10 organizational tips video for beginners, so if you like what you see here, I will link that above and below, and you can get to watching right after this one. So let's get right into it. The first thing that happened was that I was able to suddenly welcome a lot more ideas. And this was really shocking to me, you guys, because I thought it really was about the things around me and the things in my environment and not what was in my mind. But the truth is, once I started making space in the physical space around me, my mind just kind of cleared and I was able to kind of get out of my own head, and I got this rush of ideas. And that brings me into the second thing that happened was I had a real huge increase in creativity. And that was very shocking because I am a designer by trade. I consider myself a creative in every case of the word, and I couldn't believe I suddenly was more creative than before. And I think a lot of creatives tend to think that they can't create unless it's in a messy space or it's disorganized, but that's just not true. Once you have a clean space around you, you can finally focus on your projects, and I just suddenly had idea after idea after idea coming in, and I never even started this channel until after I decluttered. So again, lots of creativity, lots of fun projects, all just by getting organized. The third thing that happened for me was that I discovered my personal style. I used to have way too many clothes and I could never keep them organized, but once I really decided to only keep the items that I wore most often and the ones that I just loved, because it's not necessarily about getting rid of everything, guys. You do not have to be a minimalist to reap this reward from this. I say it all the time, minimalism or decluttering, whatever you want to call it, needs to suit your lifestyle. And if you love clothes, please do not get rid of clothes if you love them. Just understand how to find a home for them. Try and hold on to the ones that speak to you the most and that you truly love and wear. And then again, when you want to bring something into your life, a new article of clothing, think about how it works with your wardrobe, because that'll just make mixing and matching way easier. And again, you will finally know what your style is and be able to put together an outfit really fast. The fourth thing that happened to me was that I suddenly had more money. And this was partially due to becoming more of a minimalist, guys, but also because I really loved the way my home looked. I could stop calling myself a minimalist in this moment, but I would never stop being organized. And basically, you only have so much space in your home, and if you cap over that amount of space, you won't be able to organize your items and your home won't look the way you love it. So I stopped buying things that I knew either A, again, wouldn't work with the items I already have, things I really didn't need, or I just didn't love. So the more thought you put into what you buy, you're more likely to buy less. And that's just a really wonderful side effect that I experienced from decluttering, and probably the best one. And number 5 was that I suddenly had a lot less stress. And maybe that was because I was suddenly saving a lot more money. But I really think it was mostly because I was waking up in a space that was not completely in disarray, and I didn't feel like I had to rush around trying to figure out what outfit I wanted to wear, and I didn't have to search for my keys, and ultimately, guys, I was just way more relaxed. I knew where my things lived. I knew I could mix and match all of my outfits. Overall, just a lot calmer person. And number 6, coming off the fact that I was less stressed, I had more fulfilling relationships, specifically with my fiance. And honestly, full disclosure, we have always had a very healthy and positive relationship. But when you don't have to worry about finding documents or looking for things or just honestly getting a little stressed out by the mess, you have a lot more time to focus on each other, on yourself, and just being better people overall. So it was just really nice to feel like, you know, you come home, you decompress, you don't have to be on edge. Because personally, guys, when I'm surrounded in a mess, I'm always a little more on edge. And just being able to be much more peaceful permeated into every space of my life, including my relationship, and that was wonderful. Number 7 was that I had more time, or at least it felt like I did, and that was because I wasn't running around trying to find my items, trying to find a place to put my items, trying to think of how I need to clean my items, and just all the things that come along with having way too much stuff and not a home for the things that I had. I didn't have to wake up and not know where my keys were or not know what I was going to wear in the morning. I just, got out of bed and I literally went from getting ready in an hour to getting ready in 30 minutes in the morning, and it was amazing. Number 8 is more confidence. I did not expect this one at all, guys, and I'm not a psychologist, so I can't even begin to explain why this might have happened. But the truth is that I think it has something to do with really loving the items around me, loving the space I'm in, being less stressed. It all just kind of permeated into the core of who I am, and I was suddenly way more confident. Number 9 is increased health. Again, I'm not a doctor, so I can't necessarily give you hard facts here, but I do know that stress does lead to illnesses. I believe that's been proven. So decreasing your stress, and then for me personally, I've also always been pretty much an insomniac my entire life, and part of that was the fact that I just felt a lot of anxiety about having a messy room but not knowing how to get organized and make it not messy. And since I've had a very peaceful, clean, organized bedroom, I've been able to fall asleep better, and that is a huge perk, and I've been feeling great. So I hope when you go through your decluttering journey, guys, you can also feel better overall. And number 10, this is just the culmination of all the ones before this, but it's more fulfillment. I never would have gone after my dream of doing YouTube. I wouldn't have become more creative, had more ideas, felt healthier, in general felt less stressed if it wasn't for decluttering and getting organized. And you guys might not have the exact same list of top 10 changes since decluttering, but I can say it brings nothing but joy into your life. Letting go of the things that do not make you happy and finding a home and a place to display the things that do. And overall, if you're just beginning this journey, you can do it. I have faith in you. I also have some other content on my channel that might help you out. I have a lot of beginner videos, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and like this video. It helps me out a lot. And until the next time, you guys, remember that there is no one like you. You are loved, you are beautiful inside and out, and I will see you later. Bye.